My name is Rob Elliott. I'm the editor for the Docket Call, as well as a board member representing the sixth district for the Young Lawyers Conference. This interview is part of an ongoing series where we're getting to know different young lawyers across the state of Virginia and learning about their career path and how they got involved with the Young Lawyers Conference. My guest joining us today is the secretary for the YLC, Ms. Simone Williams. Simone, and thank you so much for taking the time to be here today.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. So could you just introduce yourself a little bit and tell us how long you've been practicing, where you're from?
Yeah, so my name is Simone Williams. I've been practicing, I guess this year will make it 10 years since 2014. I call myself a Virginia native, although I'm a military brat. Was Went to high school in Newport News, college at VCU, law school at William and Mary, and then yeah, started practicing right after doing civil litigation for plaintiffs, and then I switched to the defense side, and now I'm in house.
Okay, awesome. So what does a normal work day look like for you?
Oof, I don't think any day is a normal a normal day. In my current role, which is a lot different from my previous role, I haven't been with the company for that long, but I used to go to a lot of depositions, used to go to trial. That has switched gears. My normal workday now is more so I'm still reviewing cases. I'm still thinking about strategy, but it involves a lot more collaboration, a lot more meetings to determine how we can protect the company. And then the normal legal stuff. I review contracts or review releases or anything that other departments need our assistance on. We're supposed to be there to help. And then, you know, no, sorry, excuse me. Nothing is normal in the terms of like there's always could be an incident and we have to respond immediately. So I don't think there's ever a normal day that's consistent throughout the week.
Okay, and I'm sorry, where is that you're working?
I work at
If you have.
Amtrak now, yes.
Okay, awesome. All right. What would you say is an enjoyable part of your practice?
So right now, I would say, kind of going back to the previous question, there's never a boring day. I'm always learning something new, and apparently that's the case around here. There's people here that have been here for 23 years, and they're learning new things. So I think that's probably the most enjoyable thing. And then second for me would be the people. I work with very intelligent people, very like kind people, and I think that just matters in your career, the people that you work with and who you work with, and it can affect just your everyday mood. So I would say those are probably the best thing. Yeah.
Okay. Are there a lot of people in the office that you work in?
Yes. So
Okay.
I work in the DC headquarter office.
Okay.
There are about 6 floors. I think we're on like
Oh,
three or
wow.
four of them. There are a lot of people in the office, but I will say a lot of my team members that I work with are in different offices like Chicago or my manager's in Philadelphia.
Oh, wow.
So there's a lot of collaborating online as well. There are some people in the DC office I work with as well. So
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, there's not too many people here, so that's kind of a different than where I practice. There's only three or four people in the office, kind of on any given day, so you don't see as many people. Um, just interesting
um,
to compare and contrast different people's practices and who they're seeing, things like that. So, what if you had to say there was a part of your practice that was the least enjoyable part?
eh, I would say, and this is not relating to my current job, this is probably just being a lawyer in general. But I think my least part of the practice is that, everyone can't win, right? Of course, there are times when you can compromise, but there are sometimes just unfortunate things that happen to people, and you still have to deal with that. Um, People's everyday lives. Like, it's hard to see someone get hurt. It's hard to see someone pass away, and you still have to deal with that. Like, we're all still human. So I would say that's probably the least enjoyable part. And then, of course, when you you lose or there's a big verdict against you, it's not fun.
Right.
Not against me,
Absolutely.
but the company or your client.
Right. Well, it's tough as attorneys. I think we can put that weight on ourselves sometimes,
Yeah.
so that it does feel like if you have a loss for your client, it feels like it is, on you to
Yeah.
some extent. Um, Even though you're really the one helping, doing what you can to help people. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, what's something that you think you have had to learn the hard way?
Oh, this is recorded, right?
Yeah, but we can
um,
edit it. We've
I
edited a
know.
lot of these.
So I would say something I learned the hard way. A few things. Well, one, you're going to make mistakes, and you're not always going to win. Kind of what I touched on with the last question, but you're going to make mistakes. Um, and I think one of the mistakes that I learned early on was that, yeah, you can have good legal staff, you can have good paralegals, but it's your bar number, your bar license, so you have to make sure that you're checking behind everyone. And also don't wait to the last minute to do things. I'll tell a quick story. Working at the law firm as a civil defense attorney, you're required to file answers, right? And we usually send them by mail. And one time we sent it by mail 2 days before, and something told me to check with the court, make sure it was there because I think there was a snowstorm. Did not get there. It was due that day. And luckily, I'm so thankful that I checked, but we were able to fix it. We were able to have the answer hand delivered. But it's just like if you can get things submitted early, do it. So yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So as we touched on in the beginning, you are the secretary for the Young Lawyers Conference. Um, how has been how has being a part of the YLC changed your legal career, impacted you?
Wow, so the YLC, I love the YLC, I'll say that. I met so many people from so many different backgrounds that I probably wouldn't have met if I didn't venture out into the YLC. Um, I definitely think it's helped with my career. One of the former presidents, Missy York, I met her in the YLC, and then I interviewed with her at my last job. So I definitely think it's a way to make connections. And then also, you can make those connections, have that sense of community while also giving back to the community. One thing I love to do is to help uh, young people who are interested in being attorneys and doing anything I can to assist them with their career. And you're able to give back with the YLC as well. So it's like killing two birds in one stone. You get the community and you also get to give back. So for me, it's helped all around with my career, with giving back, and just making really good connections.
Yeah, absolutely. I've found, once you get into your practice area, you kind of are in the same bubble as other attorneys doing the same things. And being part of the YLC and getting to meet those other attorneys, you meet people that you normally would not have bumped into,
Yeah,
um, and learn about them. So that's been rewarding. It sounds like you've had a similar experience.
absolutely.
Well, that's awesome, Simone. Do you have anything else you'd like to say? Those are all the questions that I have for you, at this point. If you want to leave us with any parting words of wisdom or
I don't
songs or anything.
I don't think I have any parting words of wisdom, but to any young lawyers, just like keep working hard, keep doing what you love to do, and don't take everything so seriously. I know it's hard as an attorney, but go do the fun things that you enjoy doing as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Again, my guest today is Simone Williams. She's the secretary for the YLC. If you are listening to this and you are a young lawyer and you want to be part of the YLC, we're going to put a YLC interest form in the description below. Please reach out to our members, get plugged in. If you want to be part of the interview series, please email me at editor@docketcallnewsletter.com, and we will set that interview up for you real soon. So Simone, thank you so much again for taking the time out of your day, and thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.